Mentally feel like Kobe, I'm like Jokic with the rock. You physically couldn't hold me, I don't care if you push it 40. You can never little bro me. Euro step like Ginobili, from young OG to the OG. From nosebleeds to floor seats, circle stronger than Cuban links. My gold dance, your gold plated. You verse me, now that's a reach. We ready? Who ready? We ready? Who ready? Who? We ready? Who? Who ready? Who? We ready?
And good evening, everybody. Hey, Dominic, how you doing?
Yeah, good evening, all.
So, interestingly enough, the intro is in Providence. We're going to discuss Providence tonight. I went out there last night. Happened to catch the water fire again, the event there in the video where they have the circle of fire. I was there last night. I met up with David Ross and did some flying there, so it was fun. You do any flying this week, Dominic?
No, it's been foggy.
Foggy weather. See, we've had some haze in the sky from the Canadian wildfires. Yeah. Left for some interesting colors, though, I'll tell you that.
It would.
Yeah, we have a couple interesting topics to discuss tonight. One of the things we're going to touch on is some new things going forward with beyond visual line of sight and enhanced line of sight, which we'll discuss what's going on with that. And you're chuckling over there, Dominic. How you doing?
I'm chuckling because of Warren's comment.
Okay. Warren, how you doing? Glad to have you here, brother. My wife, my number one supporter. Number 2 in the chat, number 1 in my life.
Yep.
Nobody beats Warren.
Hey, Steve.
Hey, Ron's in the house. How you doing, Ron?
Hey, Ron.
Bill Walton's with us, too, tonight. He's going to be joining us. I don't know if he said anything in the chat, but he's with us tonight. He'll be joining us over chat. How you doing, Jason? Flying high in Florida. Glad to have you here. Ron's already got a video ready. I'll probably ask you to share that again after, because I got some stuff to discuss before we get into videos and all that. Let me see who else is here. Let's see that. Steve Janess. How you doing, Steve? Glad to have you here. And Robert's in the house. How you doing, Robert? Hey, TJ. How you doing? Glad to have you here. Oh, Jeff Norman's back there. He'll be joining us also tonight. And Bud. Mr. Bud Bieber. Bud Bieber had a crash, by the way. We've got a video of that to share tonight. Was it a bad crash? Was it minor? You be the judge. We'll discuss it. Hey, Don Hill. How you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. Glad to have you here.
Yeah.
And Steve's in the house. How you doing, Steve? Glad to have you here.
Hello, Art.
Oh, Art's in the house. How you doing, Art?
Yeah. There you go. Hello, Art.
Wow, that's weird. I clicked his comment, and it took a second before it decided it wanted to come up.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
Wow, 107 degrees in Vegas.
Oh, okay.
Primal Drones. That's Steve, right? How you doing, Steve?
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, that's Steve, right?
I think it is. Yeah, it's been a hot minute.
Yeah, I believe it is.
I think we got everybody.
Oh, yeah, 107 means time to fly. I don't know how the drone feels about that, though. All right, looks like we got everybody there. So.
No, we're not, Warren. We're not.
There we go. Let's bring in our chat panel tonight. How you guys doing?
Hello there.
Yeah. I'm glad, Bill, you got your microphone situated tonight. We can hear you and everything. This is awesome.
I'm so grateful, too.
Yeah, glad to have you here.
It took an over a year.
Yeah. So I think I wanted to get right into it, and we talk about the beyond visual line of sight thing that's going on, right? So the FAA's released a new proposed rule for beyond visual line of sight operations, right? And it's a huge step forward because it would set permanent rules to replace the waivers and exemptions that we've been using for the past years, you know? So on paper, it's about creating a safe and scalable way to integrate drones into the national airspace. But they really missed out on some of the details here. One of the biggest omissions, and that could hurt small operators, educators, emergency responders, and independent pilots like us. It's called extended visual line of sight, or EV loss.
Yep.
So I kind of want to talk about what that means tonight and how that's, why it's critical to the industry to not just skip over it. So anybody here aware of what I'm talking about? Hey, Don, how you doing?
I have not gotten through everything because Vic and I texted back and forth yesterday, and he said it's long, and then I started, and I didn't even get halfway through yet. It is 100, I believe, 163 printed pages.
Oh my
Read
God.
through
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah. Well,
I didn't set it up. I mean, there's a lot of ifs and maybes for rules. I understand that, but
and you don't have to let it get you overwhelmed either, because there's a lot. Yeah, there may be a lot of information there, but you can read articles about it. You can watch some different videos. And Greg from Pilot Institute is working on and is going to be releasing sometime soon a summary video about it. So that should be good, kind of. And you have time. They're asking for public comments, but you don't want to rush in and leave your comment. You kind of want to learn what it is that's going on, and you have until 10/6. So it's something you really want to get right. So if you want to take part in that, don't feel rushed to leave a public comment. Learn about it and find how it'll help and get your comment just right.
right. Also, Paul,
Hold
there's
on,
no
Bud.
limit on the
Bud had
number of
his hand up.
comments.
Bud had something to say.
Okay.
Is this the FAA that's trying to do? Who's trying to do this?
Okay, so it's the FAA has released. I don't really know how to explain this in detail to you.
The alarm.
So it's a proposed rule for beyond visual line of sight operations. So it's not in place, and they're going to find out how they're going to integrate beyond visual line of sight operations into uh, the laws, the rules and regulations for when you're flying. Um,
We're talking FedEx, Amazon. So we're talking home delivery stuff.
You're talking
yeah, stuff
everyone.
like that. And
Well,
know-
okay, I understand, Jeff, but I mean, is that primarily the push so that these companies can start doing drone deliveries?
It's going to make it far easier for them. It's called an NPRM, Notice of Proposed Rule Making. And that's basically every law and most municipalities from down to local all the way up to the federal government does something like that saying, hey, this is what we're thinking of doing. And for a lot of the laws, they have legal requirements to hear from the public.
Hey Brian, how you doing? And it's important because right now, beyond visual line of sight operations is only possible if you get a special FAA waiver and exemption, and that process can be slow, inconsistent, and it creates like a patchwork of approvals. But the FAA wants to replace that with a permanent rule, so that way, beyond visual line of sight can be a routine part of drone operations, and it'll just solve that issue and free up a lot of time by making it part of their system already. But you have to think that there are going to be operations too where you might have a pilot who can't see the drone, but they have a visual observer who can maintain visual sight and have an extended visual line of sight. So they wouldn't have to meet the particulars for a straight beyond visual line of sight. They could have an extended line of sight through
AV loss.
through EV loss, and that's the part
what
of
we got
it
over
they
here.
left out. They didn't mention that, and that's a very integral part, and that's important to be in there. So that's what we're fighting for.
As of now, your visual observer has to be standing within earshot of you so you can talk to them without any electronic means.
Yeah.
Theoretically, EV line of sight, extended visual line of sight would mean that person can be further away, or perhaps look at it through a camera like the military does with their drones.
Yeah.
I'll have to check that out for the Australian rules, but I think what we do is we have EV loss via a what do you call that radio.
Yeah.
You're allowed to use
I have
a
to
radio.
check that out because I know that's part of the universal traffic management is the next thing I'm working on.
Yeah. Now, I'll share the link as I can. I have it. I just don't have it at the moment. I'll share it in the chat so you can check it out. But I also posted it in the group and on my Facebook page. Even if you're not on my friends list on Facebook, you can still find it because all my posts are public. So the rule was published in
Exactly.
the Federal Register on the 7th. The 60-day comment period already started, but for some reason they're not accepting comments at the moment. I don't know what the issue is. It
Technical
will
issue.
happen, right? But there's plenty of time, so you know, it. You don't have to feel rushed like you got to go drop a comment right away. Really understand it if you want to, and if you want to be helpful, that's very important. And wait at least until you see Greg's video whenever he releases it. I don't have any inside information as to when he's going to release that. I just know it's coming soon, so let's go with that.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So, also Vic's article, if you'd like me to, I would send you the link. I can do it privately. I cannot comment right now for some reason on your YouTube channel
Oh,
because
because you're not
there's only
subscribed.
subscribers. I was a subscriber. I have been
Me,
a subscriber. I didn't. Oh, never mind. Because I have more than one channel, and I'm logged in
you
as.
logged into the wrong one. No big
I'm
deal.
logged in.
I'm gonna go grab that link to for what I was talking about. I'll share it so you can find the Federal Register for this. I just have to- there we go.
Oh, is this part of the new Part 108 or not?
108 will have similar rules.
Yeah,
It'll have
similar.
it's something different. 108 is totally
This is for
different.
10. This will apply to 107 more than 108. Theoretically, supposedly, hopefully, 108 it's going to be built into 108. The same rules, I believe. Again, nothing's been done yet,
Right.
but
Yeah, and it still says closed for comments, so I'm not sure, uh, what's going down with that, but
the
it
bastards.
still says closed for comments. So that's important for a lot of things, especially if you have a drone business that could help you out in a lot of ways. And but I think it's super important that they do get extended visual line of sight clarified in there also, because I think that'll just create a mess in itself. Hey, welcome back, Ron. Glad to have you here. Oh, Ron, you want to share that link to your video again? I'll put it up in the queue now. You sent it earlier. There's a lot of chat ago. A lot of chat ago.
I'll just sit here and be quiet.
Bud, you got something you want to add?
No,
Oh, okay.
most of this is like right over my head. That's why I depend on Jeff to inform me of everything.
I'm still waiting for your check, but it's okay.
Well, who doesn't love to? I mean, I know we don't like to crash our own drones, but we'll love to watch someone else crash theirs. So let's share a video.
Absolutely.
So basically, what I did was I changed how the camera is recording from vertical horizon to something. I'm on the motion controller, flying around my house.
Hey, Bud, be honest. How many times you peed in that creek?
Many.
Does it ever flood?
1996, we got 13 inches of rain in 12 hours. It exceeded the banks, but never went in that's a walk-in basement. You can't see it because I fly by too fast. But never got in the house. But that whole backyard was underwater.
Wow.
Yeah, there's the basement door there. It's a walk-in basement. We have to go outside to get in. All right, get ready for it. It's not major. Yeah, let's fly over the deck. Oh, hello.
And just like that.
Unfortunately, it stopped recording, but it hit the rail, flipped upside down, and kept tumbling, but landed right side up about 5 feet lower. So no damage.
Yeah.
That drone didn't have prop guards. It wasn't a
No, it
FPV.
was about it too, so no problem.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's fine, I'm sure.
Oh yeah. No, I took it back right as soon as I walked over and got it and put it back up in the air. The
Gotcha.
rest of the flight was pretty boring because I didn't hit anything.
Well, that's always good. Not to hit anything.
Very good.
Now I did splash my original Avata in the creek one day and had to get that replaced. But I
Oh,
didn't
I was
post
missing a
that
bunch of
video.
the chat here.
Good luck to all of us getting our care refresh.
Oh, okay. So Steve's pulling up, and he's actually shared a couple of articles about it. Thank you, Ron. I got it in queue now. Appreciate it. Better over your head than crashing into your head, bud, Warren says.
Won't argue that. Yeah, so what's going on? Let's say I did crash it and I had to send it to DJI for care refresh. Am I going to get it back?
Provided it doesn't have to go through customs.
Well, that's the problem, right?
You will get it back, and it's taking much longer, obviously, for them to get their parts. Therein lies the problem.
Well, I just
Nightbone,
know-
how you doing?
I just know when I ordered the Flip, it sat in customs for 3 to 4 weeks before customs actually released it, but that was however long ago.
Yep. Everything changes all the time, honestly. All the
Wait,
time.
is that a different video, Ron, or is it the same one? Well, I'll find out now.
Well,
I
what's wrong
posted
with
the
that?
link for Vic's article.
Oh,
Which-
yeah, it's the same one.
It's the same video.
Yeah, I got it. I got it in queue. Sweet. Oh, yeah, and Jeff shared the DSP line. So, yeah, make sure. I want to give a shout out to Vic Moss, by the way. You know, he's really behind the scenes, and he's really pushing to help all these things that, not to help him, to help the drone industry in general. So, you know, big shout out to Vic Moss for what he does. How you doing, Tom?
Hi, Tom.
What's up, Paul? Hey,
How you doing?
No, there is not.
So here's the number one question right here. An American brand of drone, but it's not just about being an American brand of drone here, though. We want a reliable, a comparable to, the safety and security you get with the DJI.
well, good
Yeah,
luck
but aren't
with
you
that.
still going to import the parts from China?
There lies the problem.
Right. Even Skydio, for all the crap that they've done and how they advertise they're American made, they're not made in America. All their parts come from China. Pretty
Listen,
much.
I already told you, Skydio's made in paranoia.
Oh,
They're a dirty, rotten company for what they did. Think about if a Chinese drone manufacturer shipped out mailers with tracking devices to the police in the United States of America. Think about the repercussions that would happen there. Skydio in the lobbyist pockets makes a big difference.
right. Which
Well,
is why there shouldn't
Paul-
be any lobbying allowed at all for anyone.
Well,
for
let me just
anything.
preface that by
Bribery.
saying the real issue there is not the people that work at Skydio, the people that run Skydio.
Yeah.
Okay?
Right.
They're the ones making all the wrong decisions. There are good people working at Skydio. The company has potential. If, like Jeff said, if lobbying is something that is not permitted in this industry, because look, they're taking the money they're spending on lobbying is coming directly from what they should be spending on research, development, and innovation. Okay?
Agreed.
And so when you cut out, when you're sitting at the World Series of Poker and you go poker table and you go, well, guess what? The last 5 champs can't sit at the table. We're not going to let you play. Now, when I win, am I really the best? Or did I just cut out my competition so I could win at that table? You know, and that's what's happening here.
Good point.
And when you remove the top dog, are they really going to innovate? And there's no standard then.
They will innovate as much as they need to keep their position among the second tier, because they don't need to beat the biggest guy, the best guy, because they've eliminated them by bribing people. That's what
Well,
lobbying really is. It's a legal sounding term for really bribing someone to do what you want.
Absolutely.
but like Steve said here, on the other aspect of that, not only were they lobbying in the U.S., but they abandoned the consumer market instantly.
Yep.
Right.
So they really created an
Well,
environment and a predicament for your hobbyist. You know,
Paul, so did AVUSI. Completely abandoned. And this is the problem. These are the people when you take out the consumer end of this industry, okay? Where's the stepping stone to get into this industry? And then when you say, hey, probably I would say conservatively 60 to 65% of small business drone companies leverage consumer drones. Okay? Not enterprise level drones. So what are you doing to your tax base? You're eliminating a portion of your tax base. So none of it makes sense. But also, one other point I want to make is if I say, hey, I'm going to build my own grocery store, okay? But I'm going to turn around and I'm not going to allow anyone to buy groceries from any place else. By the time I build my grocery store, everybody has died from starvation.
Yeah.
You know, so we're cutting our nose off to spite our face, and we're telling both industry and public safety, you can use inferior drones at 3 times the cost, and we're all okay with that.
Yeah. Well, first of all, what you said, emergency services. Those are the ones that are getting hurt. You know.
Yeah, the small departments can't afford the crap that's being sold as Blue UAS today.
Yeah.
But you could turn around and buy yourself an enterprise level drone at $6,000 with a level of dependency and backing from a company called DJI. But we're not going to let you do that because you could compromise the integrity of the intelligence community in this country.
Yeah.
And, unfortunately, military satellites have pretty good granularity at this point, and it's not these drones we really have to worry about.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Freaking agreed.
Yeah.
And I would pay more to have a DJI product than any of the other drones I've seen out there. I wouldn't fly a Skydio, for one. Although I did see them flying it at the South Florida drone meet. The police that were there, they had a drone unit there, which is
Las Vegas Metro PD, they fly Skydios. Skydio is now putting docking stations on all the firehouses in Las Vegas. Okay, good thing they're on top of the firehouses, so this way when they catch fire, we can get to them right away. Okay.
Well, we just had our national night out a couple weeks ago. Well, a week ago Tuesday, and our police department had their enterprise drone up, just flying. I mean, because there's like 5,000 some people there, just flying the crowd, just seeing what's going on. Not really looking for trouble, but more demonstrating to anybody else or demonstrating to everybody else what they can see, because they did the infrared and all that crap,
Right.
and it was really cool. So they were doing good marketing with a good, DJI drone. Hello.
Yep. Well, now and after everything we've spoken about tonight, it's important for you to realize that if you enjoy the hobby or you work with drones, it's important for you to have your voice heard, because the way things go if we don't speak up is you have corporations trying to side with governments and get them on their side and to stifle competition or for whatever they want, for whatever reasons they do. It's why it's important for us to fight legislation that goes against our interest. And if we're silent about it, nothing will get done.
And
You
remember,
need to turn around, and during these periods for public comment, you need to put pen to paper from your perspective. Now, I just got done writing, unfortunately, for whoever has to read this, I just got done writing 8 pages as my response to part 108. And the level of ignorance that is depicted in that is mind-blowing. They hardly even know that we exist as an entity. Okay. And that we have zero train. Even Part 107 pilots have zero training in this country. Bullshit. You had to take a proctored exam. You had to do some training. Okay. But it's okay. Somebody that's flying a Part 108 beyond visual line of sight can go without certification if you read that correctly. So it is it's wrought with issues that need to be addressed by members of our community, and that's why it's important to respond.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I believe it was 2 years ago. I went into Manhattan. There was a public meeting in one police plaza for public to comment on the proposed New York City rules for drones. Now they get around, like some municipalities, uh, the rule that the FAA controls all the national airspace by making rules uh, about where you can land and take off.
Yes.
Public easement, really, anyone should be able to use any street for anything legal or any sidewalk for anything legal, but they put up these rules. And I said, you're just not practical. You're asking everyone for $150, and you're not even saying you have to respond to them. You have to get a permission 30 days in advance, and it doesn't matter what the weather's like. The only thing they did is they said, well, if you want to fly from 2 to 5 o'clock, you can do it on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. That's about the only thing they did to add to it. They want people to put up their personal names and address and phone numbers on every tree and every pole around where you're flying and where you're taking off and landing. I'm sorry, these people didn't grow up in New York. No one's sharing their phone number with anyone. You have to be insane to do that.
Well,
So
not
the thing is,
yeah,
they passed these rules.
yeah.
So it's not like any government entity is necessarily going to listen to us, but if you don't say anything, they're just going to do what they want, and it's going to, perhaps that meaning we move the needle, so it's not $150 for one legal permit, but it's for several days at the same location. That was the only good thing that happened from that meeting. But you're right. If you're silent, they're going to just shove things at you, and you have to take them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate. It really is. And you have a situation there that do you realize that there's a huge anti-drone lobby in the city of New York, Jeff? I'm asking Jeff because Jeff is from the metropolitan area,
Adjacent,
and
yes.
and it's a trade union that actually is the largest anti-drone entity in New York City, and that trade union is the Carpenters Union. And the reason why the Carpenters Union is so dead set against using drones in New York City is if you've ever been in New York City, you'll see that half of the island of Manhattan is surrounded by scaffolds. Because
Hi, David.
in New York
David?
City, you're
Hey, how's
supposed
it
to
going,
do
guys?
what's up, Dave? You're supposed to do a facade inspection every X number of years. Well, by the time anything gets done in New York City, it's time for another facade inspection. So these companies really don't take down the scaffolding that protects the pedestrians, but the union charges them for re-erection of those scaffolds, even though they were currently standing. So there's a huge trade union that does not want to see drones being used, which we know drones would be a great solution for facade inspections where they'd actually get done in a timely period.
And did you say re-erection?
Yep.
Yes, I did say that. I was waiting for that, Paul.
I just had to call it out. I'm sorry, I'm childish. All right, get over it.
Yeah, we're all
Most-
childish.
Most of the time, the scaffolding does come down because they want to use it elsewhere. You're right. Sometimes it doesn't. And maybe they charge those companies, but mostly it's the building inspections are done with carpenters. And now building inspections can be done entirely with drones. Of course, they don't want it. Of course, they
Right.
don't want that. But they're not a big enough of a lobby compared to the drone industry. If the drone industry would, but lobbying is all bad. Basically, let me find a way of throwing money at an official for their reelection campaign, so I can get my way and make my business bigger. It's all dirty. It's disgusting.
It crop is.
So it's good that David joined us tonight because we were flying last night together. I went out. I wasn't expecting it to be the water fire last night.
Yep.
I was just going to go out and get some low light footage, and I asked if anybody was out that way, and David was. But I haven't showed you the video yet, but I'm going to share a clip I got last night. Yeah, so this is in Providence. They do this every year. Me and David are down here flying from this building right here.
Yep.
Now, mind you, I kept my drone over the water, so I'm not flying over the crowd of people. Funny enough, though, there were a couple people flying drones here also, but there were some drones over the water here.
Now, Dave, Paul's not exactly sure. What's the special event for this?
Well, it's sponsored by many different companies, charitable fundraisers, basically. So it could go to just about anything, depending on the organization that sponsors, that pays for all the wood and sponsors the whole
Cool.
event. Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they have some, regular sponsors and then some ad hoc sponsors. So it's a good event. We had a great time.
So it's a charity event.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And there's so many people there. It's really...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's mobbed. Yeah, it is mobbed. Yep. Yeah, it was funny because I was sitting there. I planned on flying, and so I saw Paul text last night. And he's like, "Anyone planning on flying?" I'm like, "Yeah, get down here right now. I'm here."
So that's actually a suggestion I have for you. It's good that you brought it up. So in New England, we have a group chat of people in New England, so that way we if we're out in the area flying, we could just say, "Hey, anyone out in this area?"
Yeah.
So if you live in like in Houston, I know they have a huge crew over there. I'm sure they're all part of some sort of chat, whether Discord or however it is. But have a click to make plans. If you're going out, just shoot a message. Say, "Hey, I'm headed out this way. Does anyone want to go meet up?"
You never know.
I wasn't expecting you. You were already out there when I messaged you. You were at the restaurant parking lot.
That's correct. Yep.
Yeah, so that worked out good.
Yeah, it worked out great. Yeah. By the way, Paul, I was able to connect and fix up the Mavic 3 Pro today.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I'll bring that up too. Waypoint New England, he got a smart controller to go with, I believe, his Air 2S. I could be wrong about the drone that he was getting it for, but he couldn't just bind it to the drone. He had to go in and unbind it from the other one, and then go in and then bind it to the new drone. And it didn't really give him a prompt to tell him that. So when he tried to set it to the new drone, bind it to there, and he tried to take off, it told him he couldn't because the controller wasn't bound. So he couldn't figure it out the way. So just sometimes if you're in that instance, unbind it from the other drone, and then do that way.
You can't ride two horses with one butt, basically.
No, you can't.
That's right.
Yeah, I wonder how many people buy a drone and they don't realize. John, how you doing?
Well, buying used drones, yes, is an
Buy
issue.
used drones and they have an issue because of the bindings.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's binding the whole drone to someone's account.
Right.
Account.
DJI or Autel, but you can unbind the controller from one drone and bind it to another as long as they talk to each other, the right frequency, the right chips.
Yep.
So you guys have that Northeast meetup coming up, huh? You got that in just a few weeks, right?
I'm disappointed. Bud was going to come, but he's not going to be able to make it because he's got a golf thing going on.
I thought he was going to take a golf cart all the way there.
Well, no, he was going to take the train to Boston, and I was going to pick him up. I was going to pick him up and bring him. I was looking forward to that because that would have been a fun ride.
Oh, absolutely.
I would have purposely done 40 on the highway just to piss him off. No.
No, you got to drive like a masshole. Come on, Paul.
Yeah.
So
I can't drive like a masshole. I drive very, very clean, and I drive like an old woman.
So Jeff, you going up for that meetup?
I will be able to. I didn't think I was going to be able to, but I actually spoke to Josh, and I will be going. Are you coming in?
That's great.
You
I have
come-
UAV Expo running
right.
that whole week, so that would be very difficult. But
Well, you would have to choose A or B. I'm sure you won't be
yeah,
able to do
well,
both.
I'm on a golf vacation.
Who's having technical problems?
I think they think you are, but I don't know how that could be if
We have
they're
a show.
chatting.
No sugar.
Yeah, I don't know. We're live.
Yeah.
Yep, we
Or
are.
I
is
see
he
John in the
referring
chat.
to,
Maybe Robert is backed up. Maybe he's not. Maybe he's
or
time.
they could be referring to John and Josh with the drone rogues.
Gotcha.
Speaking of cars,
Connecticut,
Are you sure, Bud?
Connecticut Pirate.
Yeah, but that would be
Yeah,
the
I wish
drone
I
road
was.
is on Monday night.
Right. Are you
Yeah,
sure that
Michael
Bud,
Wright's on this coming week.
Mhm.
Okay.
Are you sure Bud said he can't come because he has a golf outing, or Bud said he couldn't come because he's a putz? Which one was it?
it would be putts and then golf outing.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh, by the
In
way,
that order.
congratulations to Tom. Tom Dowling recently released a video, the review of those glasses,
Mhm.
and you got like what 50,000 views on it or something like that.
Yeah, I was surprised.
Wow.
A lot of people interested in them. My Amazon affiliate account did pretty good as a result, so I can't
Well
complain.
done.
I see you tried to do the follow up, but the follow up didn't do as well as the original.
Yeah, you try. Try.
It's all good. I don't blame you. I would have done the same thing.
Yeah.
Ride the
Yeah.
magic horse, right? Good, bud.
I did the follow up because I was getting the same questions over and over again, and then I realized, I didn't cover that. Okay, yeah, I'll throw something together.
Stupid
But,
question. So
yeah.
you're wearing those goggles. I mean glasses. Is it like wearing goggles that you see?
No,
No. What
you
is
can
it?
see. You can see around them. You see this virtual like 130-inch image, what looks like a 130-inch flat screen sitting about 4 meters in front of you
And you're
inside
talking
these
about augmented
glasses.
reality, right? It's
But
augmented.
Yeah,
What-
it's all.
AR.
Well, what about a guy that wears glasses?
They have a prescription insert kit they sell with
Oh.
the prescription for $50.
Yeah.
They'll
Not
take
bad.
your script and they'll have that done by their people and send it to you, and it
Put it right
inserts. But like I'm farsighted, so I wear bifocals mainly for reading and seeing the detail on my dashboard in the truck. When I put these goggles on, I don't need them at all, which is surprising. So, but I can see my telemetry is crystal clear, and you can actually like frame your shots and still have that situational awareness. Now, I won't get into a debate whether it meets all visual line of sight requirements by the FAA. Just needless to say, my wife is my visual observer, and a
Okay.
spouse cannot be compelled to testify against you in court. So there.
That was my next question. Who's your spotter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do need a spotter if you're wearing them.
Well,
No.
it's
No.
open to interpretation. You can see, you can adjust them so you can even see through the image itself.
Yeah.
Okay. But now the big problem, and whenever you're filming in direct sunlight, we all, especially with that RC2, you're always looking for a little piece of shade to put that screen in. Okay.
Right.
Now, with my baby blues, I have to have sunglasses on outside. So now I look at that screen with sunglasses on and it washes out on me.
Yeah.
But this, your sun protection is exterior to the video plane you're looking at. The sunglasses are on the outside of the video plane. So it doesn't obscure your view of that screen at all. And as a photographer, videographer,
Hey, Jerry.
man, you can really frame your shots using this device.
I actually, there's the link. Someone asked for the link in the chat. I posted it right there. That's the link to
Thank
Tom's
you.
video if
Okay.
you want to check it out. Right now, I'm going to share a video that Ron sent in earlier. If you guys have a video you want to share,
Oh, yeah,
tonight,
yeah.
go ahead and drop it in the. What am I doing?
Watched it today, yeah. I used to do stupid shit like this.
So ever since RJ has gotten into FTB, he has not stopped.
Nope. That's a nice track, that's for sure.
I still have not done this
Thanks,
yet, and I
Juan.
want to. I want to chase either dirt bikes or drift cars.
We got a go-kart track about a half hour away from me. I want to go down there one day and see if they'll let me follow some of the guys. Not technical like this, but
Looks like after a run like that, we'll be higher speaking voices. Man.
those guys are insane. One of my drinking buddies, he's an ex-motocrosser, and he tells me all his injuries.
So he says the track manager told him not to get close to the riders.
Right. Well, yeah, you're going to get mud in the lens anyway if you get up too close behind them.
Well, that's the shot you want. You want to be up close to that back tire as it rips up some of that dirt and sticks it right into your lens.
And then you fly into a tree.
Or a porch.
Hello.
That's why you use a GoPro.
Hey, listen, there was no way Bud was hurting his drone in that crash because I
Yeah.
smacked into a tree at 50 miles an hour and that drone was fine.
You know what, Paul? I will find the one where I crashed into the tree and it sat there for a good 10 minutes while I was looking up in the tree for it, and it's laying down in the snow. Yeah, I thought I'd fly sideways, and of course I didn't have a visual observer.
Here's the thing, though. I've been afraid to crash the drones. I always was confident before because, care refresh and all that, but I'm really getting nervous about
Yeah.
damaging a drone.
That's a good subject for maybe next week, the future of what we're going to do. Look at those guys, man. Yeah, I was young and stupid.
I keep saying this to him. Warren's got a point, but you gotta take the drone and follow somebody after they hit the ball, right to the tee.
I'm working on it.
Hey, bud, it's no problem. You were then young and stupid, and now you're old and stupid.
No, I'm.
Yeah, only one thing changed there, huh, Dave?
That's it.
Yeah.
No,
That's the problem, man.
no,
Don't.
wait. I'm fragile and stupid. I'm the oldest one in this group, so all y'all shut up.
Are you? Are you?
Are you?
I'm 70.
Yeah, you're older
Yeah.
than me.
Okay, we'll give
I'm
it to you.
74.
All right.
Okay,
Whoa.
Bill
Ron
74
wins.
got your beat.
Yeah,
Old farts.
be 75 in November.
I just hit
Not
full
going to-
retirement age. Well, according to Social Security.
Bill wins.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a nice track, though. Damn. Oh, and then he catches the guy in the ATV.
Nice, great video, Ron.
Very nice, Ron.
Yeah, great. Out by me here, I have Gene Dry Lake Bed, or as I like to call it, the lens capture proving grounds. Okay. Yeah, when, you go out there on a Saturday or a Sunday morning, there's probably 20 or 30 raises out there, BMX bikers,
Yeah.
side by sides. And what's funny is you can be off on the side and you're just filming some of them. They're going to hunt you down.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I always carry plenty of cards on me, with my YouTube channel, because they'll hunt you down. All they want to know is, did you catch any of me on this or doing that? And I'm always like, well, check the channel.
Yeah. So we were talking about the Cape Cod Canal and the bridge earlier. So I have a 50-second video I did of the Cape Cod Canal Bridge. I wanted to share that while we were here tonight. Yeah, I want to go back here and fly this again.
So you can't fly this anymore?
This would be illegal.
Man, that thing raises up there, don't it? Good edit, I'll tell you that. Holy cow, that is pretty cool.
So that bridge goes up and down for the train
Yeah.
to go through.
Right.
And interestingly enough, the reason why we're talking about it earlier is we were talking. Thanks, Warren. We were talking about so the I forget what they're called, but the civil engineers or whatever they
Yeah,
call
the
it.
Army Corps of Engineers.
The Army Corps engineers. They
Right.
try to classify the airspace that you cannot fly over the water to the property there. They left out a whole part of the rule. You cannot take off or land on DCR property, but they can't stop you from flying over it. You know?
Right. It's like state parks.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, good pick.
Yep.
All right, I had a
Oh.
question.
Around Don.
Oh, there
Oh.
it goes. Yeah, you're not the only one, Don. Ray Tremella's gotten into DaVinci because he was using CapCut before, but after their
Yes.
update, he got rid of it, went to DaVinci, and he's been having fun with it. And he said they fixed the speed ramp there. So yeah,
Another one for Da Vinci.
I have a question for Tom. You watched Hawaii Girl today? So she lives
Lavina.
out, yeah,
Yeah,
she
yeah,
lives out by she lives out
she's
by
one
you.
of our, yeah, she's one of our locals. Yeah, in fact, we kind of introduced Lavina to drone technology at one of our. We had a free event. My buddies from Drone Envisions threw a free event, and Lavina showed up, and she's really interested in the technology. And we've introduced quite a few people out here to it, which was great.
Cool.
And
Yeah.
she's amazing, man. If you see
Yeah.
her work right now, you'd never guess she's only been in it for about 11 months.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
All right, we had to interrupt the show there. Keep going, Paul.
Yeah, sorry about that.
yeah.
I agree with Don, by the way. Adobe, the subscription costs too much since
Yeah.
he jumped in. And
I-
also,
what are you paying? What are you paying for Adobe now, Jeff?
I'm not. I first
Good.
it wasn't so much surprise because I didn't have the whole tool. I used DaVinci and Filmora and and iMovie occasionally for some types
Yeah.
of projects. So I never had the whole subscription. I just had Lightroom and Photoshop.
Right.
And it's amazing what some of the stuff can do, but all that AI that they use to help you fill in generatively what you want to, they use it for other people, and they take what basically you're creating an AI monster by subscribing to Adobe. So I
A
don't.
community is a
So
community.
they're doing kind of the same thing that the other one that we just mentioned. I forgot the name of it. What was the one I just
DaVinci?
mentioned? No, not DaVinci. The other one with the user agreement that Ray was
CapCut?
using for CapCut. So
CapCut.
CapCut's
CapCut.
kind of similar. When you sign up with them now, anything you upload to their server is theirs forever to do with whatever they want.
And
So-
listen, I've not been an alarmist. I've been in technology since the early '80s. AI is going to screw us all within 2 years. You can mark that down right now. There'll
So,
be a
but
major-
Don said he paid. Don, you say you paid $1,200 last year? I'm trying to figure this out because I'm in what's called an ACE, Adobe Certified Expert, and I pay $29.99 a month for everything that Adobe puts out.
You're an
So-
ace. Maybe he wasn't. I think they charge $59.99 a month.
Okay, so that should only be
Top plus tax, plus tax times 12 months.
Question. Why are you guys paying for this crap? I'm still on Power Director version 16 and it works wonderfully for what I do.
Well, but you
That's
have
great.
to understand there are things that you don't really push editing. You don't have many different projects. You don't create things that people pay you money for, and you have to be able to do things that they
Right.
want.
Lightroom was my bread and butter for many years. I
Yes.
mean, it made me good
All
money.
right, all right, all right. So, what tools are you gaining with these paid products?
Okay, so with paid products, you gain things like assets, which transitions or clips, or all sorts of things that they can offer you.
Titles,
Yep.
title
For
slides,
Yep. For
words.
for me, I use the Director Suite, which includes Power Director,
Right, right.
Photo Director, Color Director, and Audio Director. But I pay for it for just a year. I got a good deal on it. So when time comes, I have to decide: do I want to renew it for another year, or do I want to try something else? Now, what keeps me from doing that is stopping from something I'm so used to and know how to navigate, going into something completely unknown and starting a whole new
Yeah.
learning process. So my suggestion to you is, if you don't mind learning something new,
Oh, I do.
your best bet is to go with DaVinci, because DaVinci,
Yeah.
you have a paid thing, but you pay for it and it's for life, and it has everything you need. You just have to go through the learning process. But
Yes.
don't
I
It's
let
have.
the
I,
your choices stop you. If you're happy paying $1,200 for the year, pay it if you want to.
Well, I look at it this way, right? I'm used to their ecosystem. I've used it forever. I mean, if you ask like, what do I get out of it? I get Audition for audio. I get Photoshop. I get Adobe Stock. I get Adobe fonts. So if I had a client that wanted me to match work of theirs, I can easily put their fonts through a search engine and come up with the licensed Adobe fonts I need. I have Acrobat. I have Illustrator, which I use to make SVGs for 3D printing.
Mhm.
Media Encoder, After Effects, Premiere Pro, of course, for video editing,
Yep.
Lightroom, which I can't talk enough about, Firefly. So there's so much there, and yeah, I mean, you pay for what you can afford, okay, and
but
if this is something you're not doing or haven't done professionally, I don't know why you would pay for Adobe either,
okay.
not with some of the free tools that are out there.
Mhm.
Okay. You just answered my question. I mean, for what little I do, I'm good with what I got.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
You
And
know,
then that should be fine.
Mhm.
but you guys are commercial. I'm not, so I understand. I just like, holy crap, how much are you paying?
He
But if
just
you're
said
making
it
money
may be
back,
not that much. I think it's 60. It's $55 a month plus tax. So do the
Mhm.
math. It's less than 1,000, but it's significant. My main problem with them is they're using us as guinea pigs to feed their AI engine, and I don't feel like.
And of course they do.
Mhm.
Yep,
Okay, it's a good business model for them.
absolutely.
And
Just like
if you're a student, you can actually get the entirety of Creative, Adobe Creative for $9.99. So there's options there. But if you're a photographer and you do shoot professionally, Lightroom is the number one tool.
Yep.
but
And I'm very skeptical, and I always believe that the more that they offer you for free, the more they really want from you in the background, as far as information, your privacy, or your product for training, like you said, AI models or whatever they want to do it for. So, depending on what you want to do, if you're just someone who's just shooting and you want to, post some shorts on YouTube or TikTok, really, you can use your things like CapCut and things like that. But if you're doing
Sure.
anything professional, you really want to maintain rights to what you create, especially when you're selling those products to customers, because then the rights to that product can become theirs, and now you're jeopardizing their product if you're using those types of services.
So for the longest time, Paul, Adobe was one of the few, and Jeff would know this also, was one of the few that you could directly embed Digimark by using the Adobe Lightroom suite, and if you shoot professionally, you do want to protect your copyright and your assets.
Mhm.
Now, what a lot of people make the mistake is they just put that copyright symbol on an image, and they're good to go. And in reality, I usually take 6 months of my work and I send it to the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office and get a legitimate copyright for my work. So this way, if somebody does use it, now how do you find out if somebody uses it? Well, a product like Digimark does that for you. You can do a Digimark search and it will crawl everything out there and come back and tell you who's using your assets.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Is it worth it? Well, if you find somebody that's
Yeah.
using your product illegally, it could be worth a good piece of change if you properly copyrighted your material.
I
Sweet.
also
Oh,
have to say too, when it comes to YouTube specifically, I actually had an incident recently where they don't notify you of it, but if you go into your YouTube studio and check out your copyright tab, which most people probably don't do, you can see if anyone's using any of your videos. And
Exactly.
I happened to check there one day and I found
Yep.
out that some other channel had posted my video. They just changed the music, but it was my video. YouTube recognized it through their own algorithm, and that's one of the great assets of AI. It'll be able to find easier if someone is using your content online. But yeah, and I was able to send a request, and their channel removed that video within an hour of me filing with YouTube. So
They did a copyright strike on them.
yeah,
Sure.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so Steve showed a video. We got a few minutes, so I'm going to show Steve's video before we end the show tonight. Let me just grab the link here. So he said he used Filmora for this,
Good product.
and I think Chris used to use Filmora for a while there. Let me share my screen somewhere. River.
Yeah. Yeah.
wow.
Ah, nice shot right off the bat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I say it's all what you're comfortable with. Whatever you're comfortable with, go with it.
Right.
But if you don't mind learning something new, I really hear from everyone that DaVinci Resolve is where it's at.
It's always been the strongest for color correction by far.
Yeah, I would say DaVinci Resolve is probably the most powerful pro level
Yeah.
tool.
I use Lumen Fusion as well, Don.
Yeah, for little to no cost. Yeah.
Just a simple video.
Oh yeah, if you're not subscribed to Steve's channel, you got the link there. Click it and give him a subscription, please.
Yeah.
He's at 318 subscribers right now.
Steve, find me on Facebook and send me your link.
But I'll send it to you right now.
All right, thank you. Damn, look at that. That is beautiful.
Good stuff.
Very nice.
Bravo.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Yep.
Bravo.
Hey, Paul,
Yep.
I sent you a video before. Do you have the link? I just want you to show the first 5 seconds right after you showed his video
All right, where did you send me the link?
in the chat for the on YouTube.
All right, I'm sorry, I missed it.
Let me see if I can. I don't know if I
Let me
can
go
find.
back. I see Steve's.
I can find it again. I'll send it now. Just very interesting.
All right. While he's looking for
I
it,
see it.
Jeff,
Yeah.
I'm going silo hunting. I'm going to find better looking silos than that piece of crap you got behind you.
Hey, man, that was
What
that
was
was
that?
part of the World's Fair.
86 or something?
82.
Oh, by the way, we forgot this for Steve's video. Dominic, you're slipping tonight, brother.
Yeah, I know. I got too many things going on around me.
No, he's freaking
Right,
stoned.
Steve.
So what are we showing from this video, Jeff?
Just the first. After that, I just
So the opening shot.
the next shot, the title. looks familiar, just like his, because I did that title with Filmora as well.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Rest of it, I mean, it's a good video, but I mean, that's what I just wanted to. That style, I think he was right on. That's a really clean style that he did his title with. So,
Beautiful shot right there.
thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, you just buzz that building.
Hey, everybody say happy birthday to Bailey. It's her birthday today.
Happy
Good.
Happy birthday.
Okay.
She's 1 year old.
Ah,
Oh,
My
cute.
cat.
Yeah, I've seen this video before. Very well
Yeah.
done too.
yeah.
I just want just the beginning part. I know you've seen.
Just make sure you have a Part 107 and zero grid clearance to fly any of that you just saw there.
Absolutely, he knows.
Okay.
Knows.
Otherwise, the Las Vegas Metro Fusion team will roll up on you within a matter of minutes. Okay, it's one of the most regulated
Okay.
one of the most regulated airspaces around in this country.
Right, because they don't want to lose the revenue of having any incident in such a populated area.
Yeah. Yes,
No.
bud.
Question for Tom. Fusion? Is that what you said? Fusion
On-
Patrol?
Oh,
Fusion.
it's the Las Vegas Fusion team, Las Vegas Metro Police Fusion team. They're the team responsible for counter UAS enforcement.
Wow.
See, the bigger thing that people don't realize is it's one thing about flying the strip, but what abuts up next to the strip is Reed International Airport.
Right.
And
Right.
if you stop air traffic at Reed International Airport, it's not the FAA or Metro PD who's going to reach into your pocket the deepest. It's going to be the major airlines are going to sue your ass,
Yeah.
okay, for impeding their business.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So you got to be very, very careful.
So be
All right.
careful in Vegas when you're out flying. Make sure you get what you need to get. We are out of time for the night. I
Yep.
want to give everyone a chance to say what they want to say or promote what they want to promote. Does anyone have anything tonight?
No,
No, not really.
Well,
I'm running late.
the drone
Don't be out
rogues
there.
on tomorrow have Michael Wright. Next Monday, I will be a guest. You guys have that Northeast meetup coming up, and
Yeah.
we have the Vegas drone meetup November 7th, 8th, and 9th. And this year we have workshops being given by Pilot Institute and Aero AI. And in addition to that, we have an off-roading adventure, a paid event that will really is a bucket list item. If you can make it, definitely think about taking that off-road adventure.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Paul.
Yep.
Right.
Go ahead,
Tom,
Bubba.
what are the dates?
November 7th, 8th, and 9th. So that's the long Veterans Day weekend.
Okay. So Amtrak goes to obviously Vegas.
Amtrak goes to LA, and you'll have to. Well, there's a couple of ways, but not direct. But unfortunately,
Amtrak does not go to Brisbane, I believe, though.
Brisbane.
I dropped
Doesn't come to Melbourne either.
Or Melbourne, yes.
I dropped a link in the chat. This is for the Beyond Visual Line of Sight.
Yep.
If you're interested and you want to help, you can go there, find the information, and when they finally do open it up for the public comments, you can make sure that you leave yours there.
Okay.
I want to remind everybody, mental health matters. If you're struggling and you need help, reach out. You can dial 988. Reach out to your friends and family if you can. If you don't have help there, reach out further. Someone will be there to help you out. Don't do it alone. Get out there and fly if you can. Everybody have a great week. Thank you for joining us tonight. And Dave,
Bye-bye.
I had a great time flying with you yesterday.
Yeah, that was great, Paul. Enjoyed it.
Thanks, Paul.
Bye.
Have a good week, everybody.
See you guys.